Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Upgrade. And this movie came out in 2018, and it's directed by Lee Winnell, and he's the same director as The Invisible Man from 2020, and also Insidious Chapter 3, which I haven't seen yet. And this was his second feature film, and I just got around to watching it, and it's more of what I wanted from Venom. I do think this movie is a better version of Venom, and it's nice and short. It's an hour and 40 minutes. It doesn't really waste a whole lot of time. Like the first 30 minutes, I find to be a little slow, but when we get into the action, that's where the movie really works for me. And I think the action scenes in this movie are great. I really enjoyed the final shot of the movie and how the movie concluded. I also liked, without spoiling anything, and there were some good performances and some interesting concepts that this movie also had. There were also moments where I did enjoy the music, and there were also some shots that I really liked that looked interesting, and you can tell that effort was put into it. But unfortunately, I found this movie to be kind of a mess, and there's a choice made in the third act that really just did not work for me, and pretty much ruined the entire movie for me, and really nothing makes any sense the more you think about it, and it's basically just a movie that has a really awesome concept, and it's really good up until that one moment where they reveal something. Once you start to think about everything, it just kind of ruins the movie. And it's not as bad as a reveal or something that the movie does in the third act, like Glass, but it really just does not help the movie by the end of the day. And that's my biggest criticism with the movie, is that I feel as though the overall story could have been better, and there's definitely room for improvement when it came to the story, for sure. And the whole message of the movie of like who's in control of man or machine, I got really irritated of just how on the nose that was in the movie, and I was just not enjoying it, and I wanted it to stop. Mostly because it's not done in any kind of subtle way. It's all very surface level and in your face. Also, it's just not anything new, really. And they don't really explore anything new with the concept, for the most part, I guess. Maybe up until the very end, but most of it is just things you've seen in other movies like RoboCop or The Matrix and stuff like that. And the world that this movie is set in, it did remind me a little bit of Blade Runner. Not saying that it ripped off Blade Runner, but I can definitely see how it was inspired by that movie. And the emotional moments in this movie didn't really work for me, and I just kind of felt nothing. And that mostly has to do with the build-up, because I don't really feel as though the build-up is there, and that's why the emotional impact does not work. And one small little detail that I will mention is that there's wheelchairs in this movie that it can be locked if you say lock chair, but I'm just thinking to myself, what does lock chair mean? As in, like, no one can move it forward or backwards or, like, control it? Because, like, people can still sit in it, right? Like, what does lock chair mean? But I would say the stuff that I enjoyed the most outside of the action scenes is the dynamic between our main character and the computer chip inside him. STEM, I believe, is the character's name. That stuff I enjoyed, and I was entertained by it. And also, I guess one other thing to mention is that this isn't the most boring movie I've seen. Like, I was entertained for most of it. Some parts were a little dull, but when it was focused on the action, that's when I was into it and enjoying the package. But sadly, it all just kind of falls apart once you get to the third act of the movie. So personally, I would never watch this movie again, and I don't know if I would really recommend it. You can watch it up until the last 15 minutes, where it kind of just falls apart. So once you get about 20 minutes left in the movie, that's when I would say stop right there, because it just gets worse. So just watch the first however long of the movie and like hour and 20 minutes and stop after that. So with all that being said, I'm going to give Upgrade a 4 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos as always. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below your thought of Upgrade and my social media links. They will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Black Dynamite. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.